welcome to Power Yoga. Today, I'm going to use two blocks, a strap, and if you have, depending on what surface you're practicing on, something to be able to slide. So either if you're on wood or marble or tile, just you can put socks on, or if you have a blanket, you can have your feet on a blanket. If you are on a carpet, then maybe sliders. And that being said, the strap will be looped about hip distance apart or hip width apart. And let's start with feet hip distance apart towards the front of the mat, and bring your sitting bones a little bit closer to your heels. Then roll all the way down on your back. And bring your arms by your sides, palms facing down. Press your shoulders down. And bring your attention to your feet. Push both feet down into the floor. And engage your feet like you would pull them towards your shoulders. Tone your abdomen. Inhale and slowly lift your hips up. And then exhale and release down. Inhale, lift your hips up. And exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. And one more time, inhale, lift. And exhale down. Now take your strap and slide the loop over your legs and bring it up right above your knees. And then place your feet flat on the floor. Your feet will be hip distance apart. Bring your arms by your sides, palms facing down. Press your shoulders down, push your feet down, and then with your thighs, pull the strap or the belt. If you don't have a strap, pull the belt apart. Keep that action and slowly lift your hips up. And then release down and lift. And release down, and lift, and release down. And one more time, lift, and release down. Now come up and take your blocks. If you don't have the blocks, that's fine, you can just do it without blocks. So I'm going to place the blocks on the lowest height. And I'm going to place my feet on the blocks and then slide so that only my heels are pushing down into the blocks. So my toes will be up. Keep your shoulders down, press your shoulders down. With your thighs, pull the strap apart, so you should feel this action in your outer hips. Push your heels down and engage your heels again like you would pull them towards your shoulders, which you will probably feel in your hamstrings. Then inhale and lift your hips up and release down. And lift and release down. And lift and release down. And lift and down. And lift and down. Two more. And then release. You can bring your feet down on the floor, rest for a moment. And slowly come up. And now you can put the blocks aside. And I'm going to move on a kind of a slippery a sliding surface, so I'm going to move just forward on my mat and have the feet on the floor. So here first, before you do anything else, keep your feet hip distance apart, shoulders down. With your thighs, pull the strap apart, then lift your hips up and hold here for a moment. And slowly lower down. Now with your hands, grab the sides of the mat, push your shoulders down, lift your hips up, keep your hips up, and then slide your feet forward and then pull them in. So for this one, don't go too far, just a little bit, and it's possible you might get cramps in your hamstrings. If that's the case, just take a break for a moment. So lift your hips up, pull the strap apart, slide a little bit forward, and then pull it back. And a little bit forward, then pull it back. Forward, pull it back. And one more time, forward and back. And then release down. Straighten your legs, flex your ankles. Bring your knees into your chest. Come up. You can remove the sliding part. You can remove the strap. Now I'm going to use 2 blocks for quad stretch. So 2 blocks, you can use only one if you have only one. Bend your knees, feet flat on the ground, lift your hips up. I'm going to stack the blocks on top of each other under my sacrum. If you have only one, you can use 1 block on the highest height. Keep your shoulders down. And bring your left knee towards your chest. Maybe interlace your fingers over on the front side of your shin. And then extend your right leg forward, flex your ankle. And then slowly, slowly, let your right leg get heavier. But float your foot above the ground. So even if you can't go all the way down to the floor, just float it just above the ground. Now allow your foot to come all the way down to the floor and push your heel down and engage your foot like you'll pull it back towards your shoulders. So you'll feel it in your hamstring again. Maybe bend your right knee just a teensy bit. And then slowly release. Let's switch sides. Bring your right knee towards your chest. Interlace your fingers over the front side of your shin. Extend your left leg forward, flex your ankle. Then let your left leg get heavier. And float your foot right above the floor. And now let your left foot come all the way down to the floor. Push your heel down. Maybe bend your left knee just a little bit. And engage your foot like you pull it towards your shoulders. And slowly release. Place both feet down on the floor. Lift your hips up and slowly remove the blocks. Then roll all the way down and bring your knees into your chest. Take 2 breaths here. And slowly rock back and forth. And come all the way up into a seated position. From here, come into a cross-legged seated position. Move from side to side. Ground your sitting bones. Relax your left arm by your side, left hand down. Inhale and reach your right arm up. Lengthen the right side of your torso, then walk your left hand out to your left. Bend your elbow. Push your left hand down to keep your right sitting bone down. And side left. Slowly inhale, back to center, switch sides. Right hand down on the floor. Inhale, reach your left arm up. Lengthen the left side of your torso. Walk your right hand out. Bend your elbow. Push your right hand into the floor to keep your left sitting bone down. And side bend to your right. And slowly release back to center. Switch the crossing of your legs. Take your hands in front of you. Inhale here. As you exhale, walk your hands forward, fold forward. Slowly release. Come all the way up. Uncross your legs. Come into a tabletop position on hands and knees. And align your shoulders over your wrists. Spread your fingers wide. Separate your knees and your feet hip distance apart. And bring more awareness to your upper back, to the space between the shoulder blades, and at the same time to your shoulder blades. Take another deep breath in. Keep your arms straight. Then as you exhale, melt your chest down towards the floor and squeeze the shoulder blades closer together. And then push the ground away from you and round your upper back slightly. And then again, melt your chest down towards the floor. And then push the floor away from you. And melt the chest down. Push the floor away from you. One more. And release. Take a child's pose for a moment. Relax your wrists, relax your neck and your shoulders. next inhalation, come forward tabletop. From your tabletop, step into plank pose. We're going to do the same thing in plank. Inhale in plank, then as you exhale, melt your chest down towards the floor, then push the floor away from you. And melt your chest down, and push the floor away from you. Melt the chest down, push the floor away from you. And one more. And push the floor away from you. And take a child's pose. Inhale, come forward into a tabletop. From your tabletop, step into plank. Inhale in plank, exhale, press into down dog. And straighten your legs in down dog, reach your heels down towards the floor. Okay, now in down dog, keep your heels down and bend your elbows out to the side slightly. Squeeze the shoulder blades closer together. Keep your shoulder blades engaged, and then straighten your arms. And again, bend your elbows out to the sides a little bit. And straighten your arms. And one more time. And straighten your arms. Slowly walk to the front of your mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine forward. Exhale and fold. Take 5 deep breaths in this standing forward fold. Relax your neck and your head. And bring your hands to your hips and slowly come all the way up. Reach your arms up. And exhale, release your arms down. Roll your shoulders back. Inhale, circle your arms up. Exhale, fold forward all the way down. Inhale, lengthen your spine forward. And exhale, fold again. Inhale, come all the way up. Reach your arms up. Exhale, release your arms down. Inhale, circle your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine forward. Exhale, bow. Inhale, step into plank. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, come up into cobra. And look over your right shoulder, and then center, and look to your left, and center, and right, and center, and left, center, and one more time, right, and left, and center. Tuck the toes under, press back down dog. Walk to the front of your mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine forward. And exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Reach your arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, circle your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine forward. Exhale, bow deeper. Inhale, step into plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Deepen your breath in down dog. Come up on your tippy toes. Inhale, extend the right leg back behind you. Exhale, step your right foot halfway on the mat. Take your left hand slightly forward, right hand to right hip. Roll on the outer edge of your left foot and turn your right foot towards the right side of the mat. Then reach your right arm up. One more breath. And then release, down dog. Inhale, reach your left leg back behind you. Exhale, step your left foot halfway on the mat. Take your right hand slightly forward, left hand to left hip. Roll on the outer edge of your right foot. Turn the left foot towards the left side of the mat. And reach your left arm up. And release, down dog. Walk to the front of your mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Reach your arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Now, swing your arms back behind you. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Stretch your arms back. Take another deep breath in. As you exhale, bend your knees slightly, hinge forward from your hips, fold forward, and reach your arms up towards the sky. Release your arms. Inhale, lengthen your spine forward. Exhale, fold. Step back, plank. Lower down. Inhale, cobra. And down dog. Inhale, extend the right leg back behind you. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands. Bring your left knee down. Inhale, come all the way up. Reach your arms up. Touch your palms together. Take 5 deep breaths here. And release, hands down, down dog. Inhale, reach your left leg back behind you. Exhale, step your left foot between your hands. Bring your right knee down. Slowly come up. Reach your arms up. Touch your palms together. Take 5 deep breaths. Take a moment to also notice the difference between right side and left side, if there is any difference. And release, hands down, down dog. Inhale, reach the right leg back behind you. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands. Align your knee over your ankle. And take your left hand off the mat to your left. Twist your torso to the right and reach your right arm up. And release. Go back down dog. Inhale, reach your left leg back. Exhale, step your left foot forward. Take your right hand off the mat to your right. Twist to your left and reach your left arm up. And release. Go back down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Walk your feet halfway forward and walk your hands to meet your feet. And separate your feet outer hip distance apart. Then externally rotate both legs. Bend your knees and come all the way down into a squat. If your heels don't touch the floor, you can maybe either roll your mat or use a towel or a blanket or roll a blanket and slide it under your heels. And with your feet outer hip distance apart, take your hands in front of you, open your knees a little wider, and see if you can bring your torso lower between your thighs, between your knees. Now lean your left arm into your left inner thigh, twist to your right, reach your right arm up. Switch. And release. Slowly come all the way up and bring your feet closer in. Inhale, lift your chest, lengthen forward. Exhale and fold. Now let's try this with feet together. So bring your feet together. Come up on your tippy toes. Keep your feet, the inner edges of your feet together. As you bend your knees, open your knees wider apart and sit. Keep your heels high and bring your arms as low as you can. Make yourself tiny, tiny, tiny. You can keep your heels high, or if it feels fine for you, see if you can maybe take your heels all the way down and still have inner edges of feet together. And maybe forearms down. And take 2 more breaths here. And then slowly release. You come all the way up. Inhale, lengthen your spine forward. Exhale and fold. Take 2 breaths here. Walk your hands forward and go back into down dog. Now in down dog, let's separate the feet hip distance apart. Actually, let's do as wide as the mat. Take your feet as wide as the mat. And make your down dog slightly shorter by walking your hands in a little bit. Keep your right hand down and take your left hand to the outside of your right ankle or shin. Swing your hips a little bit more to your right and twist your torso to your right. And release. And let's switch sides. Left hand down. Swing your hips to your left. Take your right hand to the outside of your left ankle or shin. And twist your torso to your left. And release. And back to center. Bring your feet hip distance apart and walk to the front of your mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine forward, and exhale, fold. And bend your knees. Come all the way down into a seated position. And let's do this. Extend your left leg. Well, let's do both legs. Extend both legs. Move from side to side. Ground your sitting bones. Keep your left leg straight. Bend your right knee. And bring your foot as close to your right sitting bone as you can. Take your left hand off the mat to your left. Inhale and extend your right arm up towards the sky. With your left hand, push the floor away from you. Lift your hips up, so you're going to lift yourself up off the ground. Open your right knee a little bit wider to the right. Lean forward, fold forward. You can grab maybe your left foot with your right hand. And then sit again. Maybe hold your left foot with both hands. And fold a little deeper. Inhale, lift your chest halfway forward. From here, take your right arm out to your right, turn your palm to face back, the back of your mat. Bend your elbow and hug with your right arm, hug your right knee and thigh in as close as you can. Take your left arm out, bend your elbow and see if you can bind behind your back. Keep your torso low. Release your head down. Take 3 more breaths here. And slowly release. Come all the way up. Straighten your right leg. Ground both sitting bones. Keep the right leg straight, bend your left knee. Place your right hand on the floor, outside the mat to the right. Inhale, reach your left arm up. Maybe open your left knee a little bit wider to the left. Pick yourself up, lean forward, reach forward. Maybe grab your foot with your left hand, then sit again. Maybe reach your right hand and grab your foot with both hands. Inhale, lift your chest halfway forward. Take your left arm out to your left, turn your palm to face back. Take your right arm out to the right, bend both elbows and bind your hands behind your back. And fold a little deeper. And slowly release, come all the way up. Straighten your left leg forward. Move a little bit side to side. Ground both sitting bones. Externally rotate both legs. Bend your knees and bring the soles of the feet together. Interlace your fingers around your toes. Keep your back straight. Take 5 deep breaths here. And slowly release. Bring your knees up. Extend both legs forward. Ground your sitting bones. Bring your hands by your hips. Push down into the floor and lift your shoulders up and roll them back. Inhale, circle your arms up. Lengthen the spine, reach up. Exhale, reach forward and fold forward. Relax your neck and your head and take 5 deep breaths here. Slowly inhale, come all the way up. And take your blocks and block with you. Bring your feet hip distance apart towards the front of the mat. Bring your sitting bones as close to your heels as you can. Roll all the way down on your back. Pause for a moment. Relax your shoulders down. Relax your face. Bring your arms by your sides, palms facing you. Bend your elbows, push your elbows down into the floor. Lift your chest up and roll your shoulders back. Push your shoulders down, push the back of the head down. Inhale, lift your hips up, and then take the blocks and stack them on top of each other. Or if you have one, then have the block on the highest height. Have the blocks under your sacrum. From here, slowly bring both knees up and extend both legs straight up towards the sky. Flex your ankles. Relax your arms by your sides, palms facing up. And deepen your breath. And bend both knees, bring your feet flat on the floor, and you can stay here, or we can try a quad stretch from this position. So keep your left leg steady, and then start to walk your right foot in closer to your right outer hip. Maybe use your right hand to guide your foot to come on the top of your right foot. And press the top of your right foot down towards the floor. And take a few deep breaths here. And then slowly release. Let's switch the left foot in. Slowly release. And let's try to walk both feet forward and straighten the legs forward. Maybe take your arms up and overhead. And slowly release your arms by your sides, bend your knees, walk your feet in, lift your hips up, remove the blocks, roll down. Now separate your feet outer hip distance apart, open your arms wide to the sides, and take another deep breath in. As you exhale, drop your knees to your right, turn your hand to your left. center. Exhale, drop your knees to your left, turn your head to your right. Inhale, bring your knees back to center. Bring both knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your knees. Slowly roll from side to side. And release. Extend both legs forward. Relax your arms by your sides. Close your eyes. And bring your attention to your breath. Before we go into full Shavasana, we're going to play a little bit with the breath. Your breath in and out through the nose. Inhale through the nose on your count of 4. Then hold the breath for a count of 4. Exhale through the nose on a count of 4 and hold again 4. So it's a box 4, 4, 4, 4 breath. Inhale 4, hold 4, exhale 4, hold 4. You're going to do it at your own pace, your own breath. We're going to do 5 sets. Return to your natural breath. Relax your forehead. Soften your eyes. Relax your lips. Relax Relax your neck and your shoulders. Relax both arms from shoulders all the way down to the tips of your fingers. Relax your chest, relax your heart. Relax your abdominal organs and muscles. Relax your back muscles along the spine, from shoulders all the way down to your hips. Relax your pelvis. Relax both legs from hips all the way down to the tips of your toes. Deepen your breath. And slowly bring your attention back to your body. Move your fingers and your toes. Bend your knees. And come into a fetal position, rolling onto one side. And then slowly come up into a seated position. And bring your hands together in front of your heart. Take one deep breath as an offering to yourself. And bow down to your heart, honoring yourself and your practice.